Can marijuana really push someone into a psychotic state to commit murder? It's an unthinkable question, but one that arises from the chilling case of Bryn Spacia. This California woman plunged into the abyss of crime in 2018 when she fatally stabbed her boyfriend, Chad O'Melia, more than 100 times. A typical couple on the surface, Spacia and O'Melia shared a joint of high-potency marijuana that fateful day. Little did they know this act would lead to a tragic end. Experts weighed in, concluding that the potent cannabis had triggered a psychotic state in Spacia. In this altered state of mind, she committed an act so severe it's hard for any of us to fathom. But as we delve deeper into this heart-rending story, we're left grappling with a burning question. Does marijuana pose such a severe risk? Or is this an isolated incident? In a courtroom, every decision sets a precedent, but what happens when that precedent is controversial? In the trial of Bryn Spacia, the courtroom was a battleground of clashing opinions and contentious debates. The crux of the defense's argument revolved around a cannabis-induced psychotic breakdown. Spacia and her boyfriend, Chad O'Melia, had smoked high-potency marijuana together, which experts concluded caused Spacia to enter a psychotic state. This state, they argued, led to the fatal stabbing of O'Melia, who sustained over 100 sharp force injuries. The prosecution, on the other hand, voiced deep concern about the dangerous precedent set by the verdict. They argued that attributing such a violent act to the effects of marijuana, a substance legal for recreational use in California, could potentially open the floodgates for similar defenses in the future. Despite their reservations, the charges were reduced to involuntary manslaughter after it was determined that Spacia had indeed lost her cognitive abilities during the incident. The judge, acting as the fulcrum on which the scales of justice teetered, made a decision that sent ripples through the courtroom. He ordered Spacia to complete 100 hours of public education on the dangers of THC consumption. This, he hoped, would serve as a cautionary tale for others and underscore the potential risks associated with marijuana use. The conclusion of the trial was met with mixed reactions. Spacia's defense team applauded the judge's decision to sentence her to probation without jail time. They saw it as a fair outcome considering Spacia's state during the incident. However, the prosecutor and O'Melia's father criticized it heavily. They believed that the verdict set a dangerous precedent, one that could have far-reaching implications. While Spacia's defense team applauded the judge's decision to sentence her to probation without jail time, the prosecutor and O'Melia's father criticized it heavily. When a verdict is passed, it doesn't just affect the people involved in the case, it sends ripples through society. In the wake of the Spacia case, we find ourselves in the crosshairs of a consequential debate. Recreational marijuana use, while legal in California, was the catalyst for a horrific act of violence. This ruling has undeniably opened up a Pandora's box of questions about the legal system's handling of drug-induced psychosis and its implications. Could this case set a precedent for future ones? Will it allow others to use drug-induced psychosis as a defense, potentially leading to more lenient sentences? This case has certainly brought these questions to the forefront of our judicial system. In addition, the public perception of marijuana use is likely to be impacted. While many see it as a harmless recreational activity, incidents like this underscore the potential dangers associated with its use, particularly high-potency strains. This could also fuel the ongoing debate about drug law reform. While some argue for the benefits of legalization, others point to cases like this as a warning of the potential consequences. As we grapple with the complexities of this case, one thing is clear: the conversation around marijuana use and its potential dangers is far from over.